I started this challenge thinking, this a mess. Today, let's talk about this viral ab TikTok dance, the pros, cons, and frankly, if it works for women over 40. As a disclaimer, I fully support all individuals and programs that focus on the health and wellness and motivation of others trying to get, be, and stay healthy. There seems to be no end to a longing for so many people looking for the next big way to lose weight, especially belly fat. When I came across this story about a young lady who claimed she lost lots, and I mean lots of weight, doing this ab TikTok dance, I wanted to see what all the hoopla was about. Me, myself, being someone who has lost well over 65 pounds and recalling all of the steps that needed to take place in order for that weight loss to happen and for me to be able to maintain that for over 10, almost 11 years now, I'm thinking if there was a better way, an easier way, I want in. So I searched out this fitness craze on TikTok myself. There I was flooded with tons of women who claimed that they used this ab dance, this Korean-based ab dance, and got tone-defined abs in 5 minutes a day. Sometimes 10, sometimes 20, I don't know, we'll talk about that later. This had my mind thinking, oh, wait a minute, jackpot, this Korean-based phenomenon might just be my next best friend, after all. My abs were in need of some extra care after coming off a round of antibiotics. I was feeling way too fluffy and way too squishy. And with my 50th birthday fast approaching like in a month, I figured I could easily set aside 5 to 7 days to give this ab dance a chance with room left to pivot if I needed to, but hopefully I won't. Oh yeah, by the way, if you didn't know it, medication, including antibiotics, can have a negative impact on your ability to lose weight and belly fat. That's just something to ponder as you're going on your journey and you come across these plateaus where you're not losing weight, you feel like you're eating, you're exercising, you're sleeping, you're doing all the things right. But if you are on medication, that could be a contributing factor. That's just something to keep in the back of your mind and discuss with your doctor if need be. A few things to consider as I'm about to share the pros and the cons is that the young lady from the Today article that I read online had just given birth 3 months prior. That is something to be mindful of. Me, myself, I gave birth over 18 years ago, so I am not sure if that works in my favor or not. We'll see. She also changed her diet to include cleaner, healthier selections of food. Looking at her Instagram stories, yes, I went to creep her out on Instagram to see what was going on, to see if maybe she posted some of her meals on there. And she did, thank you. Some of the meals that I saw included her eating for lunch a huge salad with hard-boiled eggs and potatoes, and then for dinner she would have chia pudding with bananas. Those were some of her meals. I will not comment on the calorie count or lack thereof, but during my 7 days, I kept my diet the same. Here's my meal plan that I'm eating for the month of July. This is what I ate during the 7 days. I did not do any other exercises other than walking 1 mile a day so that I was real sure and clear that my abs or any changes in my abs were a result of this ab dance and nothing else. Do know that there is conflicting language around this dance and how long it's supposed to be done. Some place you read it or see it, it says 5 minutes, others say 10, some say 30. So in order to keep everything as fair as possible, I did this hip thrusting moves for 5 minutes, multiple times a day, so that at the end of each day, I had done 30 to 35 minutes of exercise. I would do 5 minutes in the morning upon waking up, 5 minutes in the middle of my classes teaching online, 5 minutes after I was done working, 5 minutes before breakfast, 5 minutes before lunch, 5 minutes before dinner, and then 5 minutes before bed. That was 35 minutes, so I gave it an extra 5 minutes. So let's look at the pros and cons here. One of the pros is that it is a standing workout. It's a standing abs workout. If you are opposed or just repelled by getting on the floor doing ab workouts, or you find them too difficult, too tiring on your back, this is a standing ab workout. You can stand up and do it. You can do it virtually anywhere. You don't need to set aside a certain room or space to do it. Just wherever you can stand, you can do this exercise. In the beginning, it's a lot of fun and it's easy to do once you figure out the form and you get that consistency with the flapping of the arms going like this and the thrust, thrust, thrust. Once you get that going, yeah, it's a lot of fun. On the flip side, one of the cons I found is that it's just unclear on how often this needs to be done for it to be effective. Is it 5, 10, 30 minutes? I even read one that said up to an hour. And it needs to be done every single day. So when you stop doing it, if you miss a day or 2 or 3, what happens? Do your abs just automatically go back to being the way they were before or not? I don't know. Me personally, I like exercises where they are so effective that if I miss a day or 2, I'm still reaping some of the benefits. but we'll talk about that in a minute. Another con for me is that by day 2, the whole challenge of it all, the movement, the motion, all of it, it kind of got boring to me. It was no longer fun. In order to keep the momentum going for myself, I switched up the music and the arm rotation. So you're doing this with your arms. Sometimes I did a little bit of this and got a little bit of sassy with it. Do keep that in the back of your mind if you should decide to give the ab dance a try. And as I mentioned before, and this isn't necessarily a con, it's just something to be aware of, is that it's designed for you to do it every single day. So whether or not you miss a day or 2, what happens if things go like the Nutty Professor and you whoop back to the original? I don't know. Here I am, this is me day 5. I was feeling extra squishy and extra fluffy and not feeling all the success that others claimed they had. On top of that, my overall energy was low. Exercise really does give me a boost in my energy and metabolism, and I did not get that from this routine, from this workout. To be perfectly fair, this exercise is designed to work on your abs, not for optimizing total body health and energy. That's not what the claims say. The claim says that it will help with the abs. As a woman almost 50 who deals with irritable bowel syndrome, gas, bloating, and just an angry belly most days, that has a mind of its own, I needed to not spend more time doing something that did not feel productive. I needed to get to something that was beneficial for me because, well, you know, my body's not snapping back like it used to. So I ditched the plan come day 5, and the last 2 days of this 7-day plan, I decided to start doing these exercises. And the next day I woke up and I saw results in the appearance of my abs. The ab dance, it might work for others, but it didn't work for me. But I do know how to get my abs lean after dealing with the stress of medication and inactivity without restrictive eating, using strength-based exercises that reshapes and tones the body so that you have definition and not look skinny fat. This August I will be turning 50! So from now until then, I will be focusing on getting my IBS under control and leaning out my abs using workouts like these that I know work and other workouts that I will be sharing with you weekly here on my channel.